Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Bloomfield Road, the home of Blackpool Football Club. It's Blackpool versus Everton in Keith Southern's testimony. And I'm joined this afternoon by Graham Sharp. And Graham, the ground looks okay now, doesn't it, now that it's all the work's been completed?
Yeah, it does. It's a decent stadium, and we're back with a decent crowd. I think we sold 2,000 tickets, so they've come out in the numbers as well. And it's a good occasion for Keith Southern's testimony, and hope that it'll be a decent run out for the boys.
Incredible support, isn't it, from the Evertonians over there away on the other side of the pitch. It'll be packed the away end. Yeah, well, it'll be fantastic. I think some of them came over yesterday and had a night out in Blackpool, but I think it's important that probably the first look at the boys. I'm looking forward to it myself. Pre-season's been underway now, but this is a first real opportunity to have a look at them. And obviously Stephen Pienaar back at the football club, so it should be a decent game today. You looking forward to seeing Stephen Naismith?
Yes, I am. I've heard so much about him at Rangers and the positions he plays. I think he's quite versatile. He can play just off the front man, or he can play wide. So I think probably today we'll see him just in behind Jelavic. So looking forward to him. He's come with a good reputation, and hopefully can get better here at Everton Football Club.
Stephen Naismith does start this afternoon, by the way. The Everton lineup is number 1 in goal, Jan Mucker, 3 Leighton Baines, 4 Darren Gibson, 5 John Heitinger, 7 Nikica Jelavic, 14 Stephen Naismith, 18 Phil Neville, 22 Stephen Pienaar, 23 Seamus Coleman, 25 Marouane Fellaini and 34 Shane Duffy. On the bench, Tim Howard, Sylvain Distin, Leon Osman, Jack Rodwell, Ross Barkley, Victor Onichebe, Conor McElhaney, Apostolos Velios, Luke Garbett, Jake Bidwell and Tyus Browning. Blackpool have got Mark Halstead in goal, Stephen Craney, Keith Southern, of course, who was now technically a Huddersfield Town player, but he will be getting the first 10 or 15 minutes or so for one final time for Blackpool this afternoon. Neil Eardley, Angel, Tom Ince, Gary Taylor-Fletcher, Ludovic Silvestre, Alex Baptiste, Gerardo Bruna and Ashley Easton. Good, thoroughly good professional, Graham. Everyone I've spoken to at Blackpool Football Club today said the same thing about Keith Southern. He's a great lad.
Yeah, he grew up in Everton Academy. Everybody knows what he's all about. He's a hard-working pro. Just reading some of the comments from his teammates here at Blackpool, they were sorry to see him go to Huddersfield, but when they welcome him back here in the league campaign, they know what they're going to get. He's a tough competitor. He likes to tackle, so it'll be a good day for him today. Hopefully, as I said, the crowd turn out in the numbers and give him a decent send-off, because he's been a fantastic stalwart for Blackpool and what they've achieved over the last 10 years. We've
just been speaking to Andy Holden, who of course was the reserve team coach when Keith Southern came through the ranks, and it was some squad we had then in the reserves, wasn't it? There was Ozzy, Hibbo, Chaddy, Pilkington, Peter Clark. They all had good careers.
Well, it was, and it just shows to everybody else, if you do get released with a top club, that there's still a future for you in maybe the lower leagues or whatever. And I think he's a prime example of that. So easily could have got his head down and just said, it's not for me, but he went away and worked extremely hard, and he's had a fantastic career out of it. He's now got a new move to Huddersfield, but I think the Blackpool public have got to recognise that he's been a fantastic servant for them over the last 10 years and thoroughly deserves this game today.
Just shows you, doesn't it, if you do get released from a Premier League football club, it's all about mental strength, because clearly if you're there in the first place, you must have the technical ability.
Well, exactly. You've got something, but sort of, it's very hard now to break through and make that final step. And there's so many young kids who get to that final step and just can't make the step up. But as you quite rightly said, he could have went away and just sulked and thought just lost from the game of football. But I think it's credit to him, and the support he's been given from his family. Have pushed him on again, and he's made a reasonable career out of his the 10 years at Blackpool and then the move to Huddersfield. So he's had a good career. He can look back at it and say, yeah, hey, listen, I was a successful footballer.
There's Barry Ferguson in your picture, the Scottish international, down here at Blackpool. His early spell at Blackburn Rovers, of course, wasn't as successful as he hoped he was, but Barry Ferguson, still a good player, Graham.
Yeah, he is. Scottish international. Surprised that he stayed at Blackpool. They just missed out on promotion again this year, but he stayed loyal to them. He could probably do a job somewhere else, but he showed loyalty to the Blackpool supporters in the club.
And here comes the man of the moment. Keith Southern served Blackpool so well. There he is with his young son. Still lives in Liverpool, does Keith Southern. Came down from the northeast, fell in love with the city, and has stayed exactly where he is. And he'll be pleased that there's so many Evertonians here as well this afternoon. He's a bit like Tony Hibbert, Keith, you know, he won't relish being in the spotlight.
Not at all. He's here with his little one there as well. He'll enjoy it. You know, obviously, you know, he's moved on to pastures new now, but he's just looking at the reception he's getting, how much the Blackpool fans, you know, have taken to him. And, you know, he's had a fantastic year just going over shaking hands with the players now, and, you know, good luck to him. It's good at Everton. I've came as well, you know, Daniel, look at it, and the fact that his first club, and you know, David Moyes has brought the boys along for him as well today, so all credit.
Good, strong Everton side as well this afternoon.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing Everton today. I haven't seen them pre-season, but it's a strong 11 he started with the manager. Obviously got a few options on the bench as well. I think there will be numerous changes today from both teams, you know, but I'm looking forward to seeing Naismith in particular, you know, and young Shane Duffy gets an opportunity again at the back.
Well, I'm sure both managers will shuffle their packs considerably, possibly at half-time, because Everton have got 11 substitutes and Blackpool look as if they've got 13 substitutes. The highly rated Matt Phillips is one of them. There's Ian Holloway. I was going to say one of the characters of the game, but I think it's fair to say he's a bit of a nutcase, in the nicest possible sense.
You said that, not me. No, but he's done well there.
He's done a fantastic job.
Yeah, so unfortunate last season just to miss out again, you know, and he's very complimentary with his players, and I think the players enjoy working for him, you know, so he might come up with some daft sayings at times, but I think he's a great manager to work for. Most important thing today as well, Dan, is that, you know, the players get through the game and there's no injuries, you know. This is a difficult time when they're playing pre-season, you pick up little knocks or blisters or whatever kind of thing. It's important. Just having a look at Stephen Pienaar coming to this near side, you know, welcome him back, because I thought he was fantastic for us in his loan spell last year at Tottenham, and it's great. I thought as we'd wrapped up the season, I thought that was the main priority for me, you know, getting Stephen Pienaar on board. Managers managed to do that, and hopefully we can see, you know, the best of Stephen Pienaar again here at Everton.
Well, we've already got one or two slight knocks. There's no Phil Jagielka this afternoon in the squad. There's no Tony Hibbert either. And Tony needs to be fit and available for the big night on Wednesday. Everton versus AEK Athens. Tickets, of course, still fully available.
Get along, because this may be the only time you see Tony Hibbert actually score. So get yourself ready to do some.
He scored against Manchester United in an FA Youth Cup tie some 13 years ago, and hasn't scored since. There's Keith Sutherland's son just out of your picture trying to get back onto the pitch. When he realises the game's about to start, our referee, Mr. Graham Salisbury, just delays it by a few seconds for the Blackpool captain of the day to escort his young son off the field, and the two former Glasgow Rangers men, Stephen Naismith and Nikica Jelavic, will get this pre-season friendly underway. Blackpool versus Everton with me, Darren Griffiths, and Graham Sharp. Don't like the look of the rugby league markings on the pitch, Graham, by the way. Featherstone Rovers, was it, that played here?
Yeah.
Imagine David Moyes' reaction if he was informed St Helens were playing at Goodison the week before the season. Blackpool have possession with Bruna. They run at Phil Neville. Needs some support and gets it. Sylvester. Gale dispossessed by Stephen Naismith, and Stephen Naismith tries to skip through, but Alex Baptiste was there. Gary Taylor-Fletcher, a scouser in the Blackpool team, fouls John Heitinger. Shane Duffy did well last season, Graham, didn't he, when he came in?
Yeah, he did. You know, it was a big season for him, but he's starting alongside John Heitinger. A lot of experience here, but it was a big season for Shane this time around. Fellaini just getting a corner here, I think, is it? Yeah, first corner of the game. Good run from Marouane Fellaini getting forward. I've seen him doing it so many times before. First corner of the game.
19 men forward for Everton. I'll give you the details to make contact with us. We'll be reading the emails, the Facebook messages and the tweets throughout the afternoon as Seamus Coleman drills the corner in. Fellaini just couldn't get there. Alex Baptiste glances it away. Stephen Pienaar is happy to allow the ball to drift out of play. It'll be a throw-in on this near side. You can email us at live@evertonfc.com, live@evertonfc.com. Visit the club's official Facebook page, or you can send us a tweet. Hashtag is @EvertonTVLive. We look forward to hearing from you throughout the course of the afternoon. Early messages have come in from Facebook. Sat here in sunny Blackpool. Come on, you Blues. That's Darren Moore, who's clearly over the away end. Chris H is in Thailand. Come on, you Blues. Ian Taylor is in Gran Canaria.
It's all right for some, isn't it? Started quite well, just getting on the ball now, just knocking the ball about. Quite comfortable.
That's what these games are all about, aren't they, essentially?
Yeah, get on the ball. Brilliant, brilliant.
Stephen Pienaar, left-hand side. Still has it, though. Curling in with his right foot.
Goal!
And Marouane Fellaini scores for Everton and celebrates in front of the travelling fans. Oh, what a lovely little goal that was.
What a fantastic goal. Stats. Is he given offside? I think he's given offside, isn't he?
He's given offside. It's been ruled out. Oh,
I'm not sure about that, Daz, because that was a fantastic build-up down the left-hand side. Who's offside there?
Stephen Naismith may be in front of the goalkeeper.
Oh, that's a poor decision, I think, from the linesman. It was a great little bit of play. Starting with Leighton Baines and Stephen Pienaar down the left-hand side. Pienaar with the cross in. Good deft header from Fellaini. Thought it was a little bit unjust, that. Thought it was a decent goal.
Don't be fooled by the scoreline in the top left-hand corner of your screens, by the way. The goal was definitely chalked out. It's still Blackpool 0, Everton 0.
I'd like to see that again, Dan, because I thought it was a perfectly good goal. Naismith, you know, was behind Fellaini, but I thought it was a goal.
It's a shame because it was a really well-worked goal. Blackpool have possession. Inside the penalty area, good defence by Shane Duffy. Baines. There's a throw-in on this near side. Here we go, here's the cross, Graham. Fellaini, possibly.
Yeah, maybe it's an offside.
Yeah. The goal was ruled out. The no-off score in the top left-hand corner still says Blackpool 0, Everton 1. It isn't, it's 0-0. Free kick for Blackpool. 20 men forward. Ashley Easton makes his way forward from the back as well. He comes from the left-hand side, hidden away by Shane Duffy, only as far as Tom Ince. There's Bruna. Phil Neville doesn't get past him. He's not quite impressive, the boy Ince, hasn't he, Graham, on the odd occasions I've seen him?
Yeah, he has. Good on the ball, a trick or two. Just playing a little float and roll at the moment.
Taylor Fletcher. Oh, cross finds Bruna inside the penalty area. It's up in the air. Keith Son of all people is underneath it, but Stephen Pienaar gets it away. The curling shot comes in from Early as well wide. Towards Jelic. Jelic gets the header. Naismith can't get the second ball. Good towering header from Marouane Fellaini. And again, Stephen Naismith. Short ball to Stephen Pienaar. Gets there before Tom Ince. Before Eardley though, and Blackpool can bring it away. Now then, chance for Ince to run it down, and Gibson on this Blackpool right. Gibson though just about does enough. Marouane Fellaini backing up, completes the clearance.
Yeah, that's good effort from Ince for Blackpool. Holloway will be delighted with that. He got his team right up the pitch.
Going on the this near side. Easton over the top looking for Taylor Fletcher, but John Heitinger is there. I'll tell you what, just as well. Just as well, because that was arm to ball, wasn't it? He couldn't have pleaded innocence there. Oh,
tell you what,
thankfully Taylor Fletcher was penalised for pulling on the plate of the sheet. Looks like Coleman, but he can't keep it in. On the far side.
Again, another big season for Seamus Coleman. I think a couple of injuries last year, and it wasn't a free-flowing season for him. He struggled a little bit, but it's a big season for him.
Taylor Fletcher does well. Eardley, Tom Ince back towards Taylor Fletcher again. Blackpool have weathered the storm somewhat after a bright and breezy start by Everton.
Yeah, and Ince is the one who's taken the fight to Everton. Very lively.
Tweet us, use the hashtag hash Everton TV live. It's live at Everton FC. Good morning from Los Angeles, 7 o'clock in the morning. Talking about proud to be in blue, that's from Anthony Benham. Good morning to you in Los Angeles. Good foot in though by Stephen Pienaar. Fellaini can bring it away. Good early ball, looks for Nikica Jelavic. Needs some support though. Nikica Jelavic doesn't get any. He breaks down temporarily. Heitinger will restart things. Evan Roscoe has tweeted he's watching from his sofa in North Wales. Blues on the computer, tennis on the television. Southern brings it back to Craney. Rangel. Nice passing football from Blackpool. Eardley looks for Tom Ince, but Marouane Fellaini scoops it clear. As far as Keith Southern. Stephen Craney. Ball. There's Marouane Fellaini.
Good pass inside Blackpool, and we know that from the spell in the Premiership as well. And we look at every opportunity just to try and free Tom Ince and get him on the ball.
It's a poor ball though on that occasion from Argell, and Stephen Naismith can bring it away. Jelavic has to arc his run and does it successfully to keep on side. Jelavic on the right hand side looks for Naismith again, but a little bit ambitious, and Blackpool once again can bring it away.
Yeah, good understanding from Jelavic and Naismith there. It's unfortunate the return ball.
Got a tweet from someone whose hashtag is @Domingos1878. Question for Sharpie: how determined is David Moyes to get off to a good start this season, and what, if anything, have they done differently? It's so important, isn't it?
Well, it is. It's basically the side that that finished last season so well. So it's important that if we can start well this season. I don't think it's a case of the pre-season's different or anything else. I think it's just a case if we can keep his better players fit. We've got Pienaar back into the side. Jelavic is here now. I think it's important. Difficult game to start with Manchester United, but I'm looking for big things this season because I think we've got a decent squad of players. Yes, we've lost one or two, but I think the players at his disposal now, if we can keep them fit, there's no reason why we can't get a good start and a good season.
Let's hope so. Stephen Craney has it for. It's 0-0 here at Bloomfield Road. 10 minutes. It's been fairly bright. Marouane Fellaini, if you've just joined us, did have a glancing header to beat Mark Halstead and went into the corner of the Blackpool net, but he was adjudged to have been just offside as Darren Gibson is penalised for a clumsy challenge on Gerardo Bruna. Here's the free kick, good headed away from Nikica Jelavic. That'll please David Moyes, Graham.
Yeah, you centre forward going back here. There's a good run from
Naismith. Good play by Stephen Naismith. Look at the space for Stephen Pienaar, but Ludovic Silvestre
Just never had the pace to do Naismith there.
Couldn't get away, could he?
No.
Halstead will thump it clear. It's a bit of a slice on the ball though, but Taylor Fletcher beats Baines in the air. Tommins flicks it back to Taylor Fletcher. Square ball to Keith Southern, back to Tommins. This is good stuff from Blackpool. Tommins' shot though all the way along the ground and comfortably wide.
Yeah, it was never troubled Mooker there, but again, good football from Blackpool, causing a few problems, just moving the ball quickly.
Good afternoon to Stacey McMahon, who's watching the game in America. Good afternoon to you, Stacey.
She's in America as well.
Camp America. Swift drive to the game, as we thought she would. Stewie, Sam, Reese and Dixie the dog are watching in Runcorn. Good afternoon to you four, enjoying the coverage on Everton TV as Alex Baptiste almost gets himself in a tangle and rather unnecessary corner. Ian Holloway's smiling, but he wouldn't be if that happened in 2 weeks' time.
No, and sometimes you can overplay. I think it was a case of just defending there. Might be too clever, all of a sudden closed down with Everton players, looking to get away with it.
Baines is dispossessed by Tommins. A few clubs looking at Tommins, I would think, shortly, Graham.
Yeah, he's decent. Not a lot of them. He's decent.
Heitinger, left-footed. Rather aimless though, and Stephen Crenny can nod it back to Mark Halstead. Steve, Mike, Trevor, Bernie and Smurf, the unofficial Everton fan club at the Fardo Irish pub in Atlanta, Georgia. Wouldn't mind being there now. Here's one, Graham. Nick is watching in his back garden in Tenerife, where it's 94 degrees.
It's not 94 here, Daz, but it's a decent day.
Yeah, the sun's shining. Good cross from Craney, but Taylor Fletcher can't reach it. It'll be a throw in for Everton, down by the corner flag. And, as planned, I think this is the time for Keith Southern to be withdrawn. He'll get a terrific reception from the home supporters and the away supporters, I'm sure. Isaiah Osborne is ready to come on. There's Bruna with an effort. That was a good shot, and it moved in the air, and Jan Mucker had to watch it all the way. He struck that, didn't he?
He did. It was a great strike and a good save from Jan Mucker. Ball was moving.
It moved, didn't it?
Yeah, it's a good save.
Couldn't take any chances, palming away. Stephen Naismith. Heitinger spots the run of Leighton Baines, but puts too much pace on the pass. Goes out of play. The fourth official on this near side raises the board aloft, and Keith Southern leaves the arena. Good turnout, isn't it, Graham, from the supporters this afternoon?
Yeah, fantastic. That was always going to be the plan. He's only going to get 15 minutes. He's signed for another club now. Now it's down to Osborne now to come in. He's probably going to start in Ian Holloway's team.
Good head of that from Heitinger. Just front level.
Old-fashioned clearance here from Shane Duffy. He's to be more composed on the ball.
If in doubt, give it a clout.
Yeah.
Hey Mark, good to see the boys playing again. Watching from Australia. Welcome back, Steve Pinar. Ross Burrell has tweeted he's watching the stream from Dubai. So he's all over the globe enjoying the pre-season action here. There's Perez, solid start, boys. Watching the game from sunny Northwich. Steve Pinar and Leighton Baines that time.
Right idea.
And not on the same wavelength.
Just again, as early on in the game, I think Fellaini and Gibson again, I think they're going to be instrumental this season. You know, I thought they did well. They teamed up well last year. They started quite well today. There's a good understanding there. Obviously, we've got Jack Rodwell on the bench as well, and Ross Barkley as well. But I just think these two are important for us.
I'm sure you can hear Ian Holloway's voice in the background, by the way, barking his instructions. Matthew Coppers having 90 minutes off from the Olympics to watch his beloved Everton. Naismith looks a tidy player, he certainly does. Hank Bramlett watching from Missionary Ridge in Tennessee. Jonathan James, a bit closer to home. Great to see Pienaar back. He's watching in Tunbridge Wells. Good afternoon to you all. It's live at evertonfc.com. Great header from Jelavic. Good shot from Naismith. And that's what those two are about, Graham.
Yeah, they know each other. It was a long ball from Phil Neville. Good runner from Jelavic. Good header into the path of Naismith. Good strike. Good save. But they know each other from the days at Rangers. Linked up well.
Low drive from Stephen Naismith. In comes the corner from Seamus Coleman. It's a good one. Shane Duffy, though, can't reach it. Scored the goal at United, Motherwell rather, Shane Duffy, but just couldn't reach that one. He looks a lively customer,
yeah,
doesn't he?
He does. I'm just about to see the same
A great
thing.
deal about him. Gerardo Bruna. Here's Osborne. Poor ball though, and Fellaini on that occasion couldn't retain possession. There's Tom Ince, he's got Heitinga for company. Ince does well though, plays it to Taylor Fletcher. Taylor Fletcher has time to dink it into the penalty area, but that was always easy for Jan Mucker. Probably needed a bit more pace on the centre.
Yeah, good play down the right hand side. Good delivery from Taylor Fletcher. You know, Mucker will be happy getting a run out today again. Haven't seen a lot of them since he's joined Everton. It's important to have a decent backup keeper. He is an international. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple. Good ball.
It's Pienaar holding off the challenge of Ince. Looks for Jelavic, just couldn't take it in his stride. Jelavic though will collect the ball. He's got Seamus Coleman in support. Right hand side of the penalty area. The cross comes off the defender, and it'll be another corner for Everton.
Again, movement from Jelavic causing problems for the Blackpool back four. Another corner. Coleman's deliveries have been decent here. He's driving them in. Just needs somebody to get on the end of it.
Ball from the right hand side. Fellaini, Duffy, Jelavic, Heitinga, Pienaar. All on the edge of the penalty area, waiting for this corner kick from Seamus Coleman. Another good one. Great corner that, but nobody there. Flicked header by Wesley Eastham. Naismith, Fellaini, back to Naismith again. Pienaar. There's Shane Duffy. Level carries it forward, lays it off to Gibson, back to his fellow Irishman, Shane Duffy. Well to keep it in the fight. Stephen Naismith. Naismith again to Fellaini. Taylor Fletcher is there for Blackpool. Seen a lot of the ball, Naismith, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. He's a good footballer, isn't he? The legs will link up. I think he just needs a Pienaar in there, and I think he'll link up well. Probably looking at his position as well, Dan. He can play wide right as well. So he gives the manager options.
Fine ball by Sylvester to Craney. Craney into the penalty area, volleyed away well by John Heitinga. Throw it again over on the far side. First time we've managed to speak to Graham since Tim Cahill left the football club, and he goes with everybody's best wishes.
Yeah, definitely. Been a fantastic servant for Everton. I think he's been brilliant for us. You know, when you think what he cost, all those years ago from Millwall, I think he certainly had their money's worth. We wish him all the best. It's a new chapter in his career. little bit sad to see him go, because I still think he could do a job. Okay, he probably wasn't going to get as many run-outs this week, this season, but a great servant to the football club.
Good move for him, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good move. You know, he just wants to play football. It's as simple as that. He wants to play as many 90 minutes as he can. He wasn't going to get it here in a regular occasion kind of thing, but you know, he was brilliant for us. I really, really liked him.
Good ambassador for Everton Football Club on and off the field. Here's Angel for Sylvester, for Bruna.
The thing with as well, Dad, it gives the opportunity now, you know, likes of Jack Rodwell and, you know, Ross Barkley, you know, there's got the opportunity now. You know, Tim's gone from the club, so it's an ideal opportunity for them to step up to the mark.
Throw in on this near side for Blackpool. Eardley takes it for Angel. Good play though by Stephen Stephen Naismith rather, and Pienaar gathers possession. Sweeps it wide to Phil Neville. The skipper lays it off to Seamus Coleman. Goes to Gibson. Here's Pienaar, a little bit of space for Pienaar. Opened up momentarily. Tries to chip it into the path of Seamus Coleman, but probably comfortably back to the keeper. Don't forget, if you want to send us an email, it's live at evertonfc.com. Visit our Twitter page. Hashtag is at Everton TV Live. Also visit the club's official Facebook page. Tim Summerfield is in Fuerteventura. Everton on the telly, tennis on the laptop. He lives by a local church called St Domingo's. That's good. Matt and Brian are watching in North Wales. Good afternoon to you. Paul Chute. Ask Sharpie if he thinks the first game is a good time to play Manchester United. That's Paul and Adele watching up in Durham. Is there ever a good time to play Manchester United?
Exactly. Yeah, well, we've done well the last time at Old Trafford, 4-4. You know, hopefully it's another decent game and we can get the victory. There's certainly not beyond us. Is it a good time? Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'd have it. I think it's a great occasion for the players. You know, the first game of the season, new season, Manchester United at home. I think you'd take that all day long.
Well, they'll be smarting after that incredible 4-4 game at Old Trafford just a few months ago, and if David Moyes can put his strongest team out, they won't fancy coming to Everton,
No,
that's for sure.
Definitely not. I don't think it's Manchester United another year on, but I think, you know, Everton, certainly Old Trafford were a match for them, and if the game had been on any longer, I think we would have won it.
It's Bruna, Osborne, wide to Stephen Craney, back to Isaiah Osborne again. Eastham. Drills it forward, but there's nobody there for Everton. David Moyes, Steve Round and Jimmy Lumsden just looking on intently there. Here's Fellaini. Forward for Jelavic. Good turn by Jelavic. Plays it to Stephen Naismith. Tries to slip it back.
Yet again, the two of them linking up well.
Doug Nesta is watching in Mill Bay, Vancouver Island in Canada. Come on, you Blues. Big season for Everton this year. Let's hope so. Doug, thank you for joining us this afternoon on Everton TV. Darren Gibson penalised. Marlon Beardeer watching from the Toffee House in Kissimmee in Florida. Everywhere, aren't they?
Yeah, they certainly are. I tell you, this is a good workout for us, Dan, because they're keeping the ball really, really well, Blackpool, causing us a few problems, make the boys work hard.
Taylor Fletcher. Craney. He does look like a Sunday League player, Gary Taylor Fletcher.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it, but he's effective, isn't he?
Certainly is.
Here's Stephen Naismith for Everton. Forward pass cannons off Eardley though. Well, that's a poor ball. Leighton Baines slides in and gets there before Tom Ince. It's chipped forward by Eardley again. Ince picks it up. Fellaini comes crashing into the challenge. Leighton Baines can't get away from Ince. Sylvester. Tom Ince again. Nice stuff. Commentator's curse. Here's Stephen Pienaar running at the Blackpool defence. He's got Stephen Naismith and Jelavic in front of him. It's whacked clear by Tom Ince. Shane Duffy almost selling Jan Mucker short. think I'd fancy a 50-50 with
No.
Jan Mucker, Graham.
No, definitely not. No, just Shane's just got to tighten up his game a little bit. There's been a couple of occasions he's got on it. He's a little bit sloppy. Another occasion there.
Stephen Pienaar. Baines. Throw in on this near side. The tweets and the Facebook messages and the emails are streaming in now. Frey Johansson is watching in Gothenburg, Sweden. Good afternoon to you. John Stark can hear everything that Ian Holloway is shouting, and he's in New England in America. Darren Gibson plays it wide to Philip Neville. Neville chips it into the penalty area. Up goes Jelavic, gets a head on it, but just couldn't direct it towards the goal. But an opportunity nonetheless.
Yeah, I tell you what, he's a big lad as well, Dan. You don't realise that. I saw him before the game. He's a big lad, Jelavic. He didn't really get above the defender there. Just couldn't get his header on target.
Scored a good header at Old Trafford, didn't he? Placed it well.
Yeah, he did. He did. He's decent.
Joe McKibbin's tweeted, Sharpie, who do you think will be our most important player this season?
Oh,
tough one.
I think we just talked to Jelavic. Obviously, his goals. If he can, start the season, the way he ended it, with his goals in January, that's a big player for us. But I'd also say Stephen Pienaar. I think he's probably our most creative player, and if he plays well, 9 times out of 10 we'll get a result. But it's good looking around the squad as well. Just saying beforehand. We've got some really good players. I know there's speculation about players moving on, but we've got good players out there. I'm looking at internationals, Fellaini, Baines, Jagielka to come in, Darren Gibson. So we've got a good squad of players. It's the most important thing this season for me is we stay fit. I don't think we've got a massive squad. And we've got people to come in as well. We're looking on the bench here today. So if we can stay fit, there's no reason why we don't have a good season.
You've been in China for part of the summer, Graham. Missed the pre-season so far. Leon Osman's been excellent. Well,
he just left off, where he finished last season. I think it was an important player. I was glad to see that. He's had his critics in the past, Leon, but everybody knows what a good player he is and what an important player he is.
Here's Heitinger. There's 3 or 4 of his diagonals, and they haven't come off yet, have they? Tomins battling with Baines and Fellaini.
I'm sure his dad will have had a word with him before this game.
He's guaranteed a rousing reception when he's playing on the other side of the field in front of those Evertonians, that's for sure.
Probably just asked to play the first 45.
There's every chance, actually, judging by the number of substitutes Ian Holloway's got. Good touch again from Taylor Fletcher. Finds Tomins now, bit of space in front of Tomins. He runs at Leighton Baines, gets past Leighton Baines, drills the crossover. Good defending by Shane Duffy.
Yeah, again, he's a handful in, goes past Leighton Baines on the outside. Good defending from Shane Duffy.
Osborne, cross towards Bruna. Goes over everybody, including Phil Neville. Neville plays it back to Mucker. Mucker thumps it clear, looking for Stephen Naismith. Good jump by Stephen Naismith. Goes all the way through to Mark Holstead in the Blackpool goal. Still 0-0, half an hour on the clock here at Bloomfield Road, but good play by Fellaini. A strong challenge though by Osborne. Now it reaches Tom Ince. Taylor Fletcher again. This time though Heitinger wins it and Leighton Baines can slam it clear. It's got to be a free kick. Angel on Stephen Pienaar. Lively, isn't it?
It certainly is. And I said before, it's a good test for the players because they look as if they're really up for the move.